Hello everyone, and welcome to another video in our series of Texas Instrument Calculator and how to use the BA2 Plus calculator. In this series, we're going to cover a variety of topics on how to use the BA2 Plus calculator for financial or business math. In this video, the compound interest, we'll be looking at how do we find the effective interest rate using the BA2 Plus calculator. This is slightly different than what we've been doing, finding the future value, present value, compounding interest, and compounding periods and interest rate, because we will use different worksheet on the calculator. So first, let's explore what's the effective interest rate, what's the formula for it, then we will look at how do we find it in the calculator. So the effective interest rate is when we take the nominal interest rate as compounded annually. So if the nominal interest rate is compounded other than annually, let's say semi-annually, monthly, we say, okay, so this is semi-annually. What is the effective interest rate? What's the nominal interest rate if it's compounded annually? And this is used to compare two interest rates on loan as investment that they have different compounding periods. So if they offer you 3% compounded semi-annually versus, for example, 2.5% compounded monthly or 2% compounded monthly, which option is better? The 3% or the 2%? One is compounded semi-annually, one compounded monthly. In order to figure out which one is better, you find the effective interest rate for both of them and see which one is higher or lower, depending, of course, if it's an investment, you go with the highest, the one that has higher interest rate. If it's a loan, you go with the one that has a lower effective interest rate. So that's briefly what's the effective interest rate. We give it the notation F, and basically it's 1 plus I. I is the nominal interest rate. Sorry, I is the periodic interest rate to the power of M, which is the compounding period. So in the calculator, as I said, it's slightly different than what we did in the other videos, finding the future value, present value, and so on. Here we need the effective interest rate worksheet. And to do that, we have to press second icon V, which is the button above the 2 key. Once you do that, it will ask you for the nominal. So you type in the nominal interest rate and you press enter. Then if you press the down arrow or the up arrow, it's going to take you to CY, the compounding period per year. 2 if it's semi-annually, 12 if it's monthly, and so on. Press the up arrow, you will get to the effective interest rate. If you press CPT there, it will give you the effective interest rate, which is the equivalent to whatever nominal interest rate in a year or compounded yearly. Just be careful. The calculator asks for the nominal. If you're using the formula, you have to use the periodic interest rate. And I will show you that when we look at example. So it's pretty straightforward. Let's look at example. What is the effective interest rate that corresponds to 4% compounded semi-annually? Okay, so 4% compounded semi-annually. Since this is the nominal, we have to find the periodic interest rate if we use the formula. So if we use the calculator, you don't have to convert anything. Just put 4 as the nominal, up, put 2 as the compounding period, and then calculate the effective. But if you're using the formula, you see that we need to find the periodic interest rate. So divide the nominal by M, compounding frequency. Then plug it in and you should get the same answer, which is 4.04%. What does that mean? It means 4% compounded semi-annually is the same as 4.04 compounded annually. Now, let's bring the calculator and enter these values. Okay, so as we said, we have to press second. This is the second button, and icon V, which is above the two buttons over here. See, this brings in the norm. So the nominal interest rate is 4. Don't forget to press enter for it to store the value. Now I can press down, but down is take me to the effective. So instead, I'm going to press up to go to CY. But if you press down twice, you will get to CY, which is 2. So I'm going to press 2 and press enter. Now we go to the effective, either press up button once or the down button twice, and we're going to press CPT over here. And the minute I do that, it gives me the effective interest rate. So this is a straightforward procedure. Enter the nominal, enter CY, enter the effective. Calculate the effective. The same idea, if you're given the effective and say what nominal interest rate is equivalent to it at compounded monthly or semi-annual, whatever, leave then the nominal empty, enter CY in effective, go and CPT nominal. Okay, so let's look at another example here. Calculate the effective interest rate that corresponds to 8% compounded quarterly. So the same idea here. The nominal is 8, CY is 4, and we're going to go and calculate the effective interest rate. So I'm going to bring the calculator back, and this is how you quit this. So we're going to go back, second, icon V. Nominal is 8. Enter. We're going to go up. CY is 4. Enter. We're going to go up and press CPT, which is 8.24322%. One more time. So 8% compounded quarterly is equivalent, the same as 8.24 annually. So if they offer you 8% compounded quarterly and they offer you, for example, 8.15 annually, compounded annually, then you can see that this one is better. If it's an investment, it's worth if it's a loan. Let's look at the slide. If you're going to do the formula, you have to divide the nominal by 4 to find the periodic, plug it in, and you should get the same answer. One more example here, and this you have to be careful. If an interest rate of 1.2% per month is charged by credit card company, what effective rate should be disclosed to the borrower? They tell you we're going to charge you 1.2% per month. Then what's your annual interest rate? Be careful here, they didn't say compounded monthly, they said per month. So in fact, here they gave me the periodic interest rate. So if you enter this in the calculator, the 1.2%, it's going to be wrong. So here you have to find the nominal interest rate. So you're going to take this and multiply it by 12, and that will give me the 14.4. Other than that, it's the same idea. So let's grab the calculator and clear work. So you have to exit or enter. We can do the clear work as we do with the compound interest worksheet. So the nominal is 14.4. Don't forget to press enter. Up. Compounding frequency is 12. Enter. Up. CPT 15.38946. That's how it is easy to find, or how easy it is to find the effective interest rate. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos on statistics using SPSS and Excel, among other things.